Yo, if you're not delusional about yourself, if you're not delusional about whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's never gonna work. Um, I truly believe that. So that being said, what's popping, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about just manifesting the things that you want to get to. Manifesting success, manifesting whatever goal you want to reach. And I honestly wasn't planning on making this video. I just finished working out. That's why I don't have a shirt on. It is hot outside. It's like 100 degrees, but I do want to make this a quick video. So I'm sitting here by the water and I was just thinking like, a question a friend asked me today, just how to manifest, how do I go about manifesting and reaching my goals? Somebody asked me that today. So I think the first thing is honestly it all starts with your mindset. It all starts with your vision, your brain, and just being delusional about it. You have to be delusional about yourself, whatever you're doing, because if you're not, I really don't think that it'll work for you. I feel like that initial self-belief is where it all starts at. Everything starts with the mindset. Like all these cars that are right here, somebody had to think of that. This bridge right here, somebody had to think of a blueprint. Somebody had to, do all this. A whole bunch of people had to put their mind and action into that. This bench I'm sitting on, somebody had to put thought behind a vision. But it all started with the vision though. All of this stuff did by somebody that's no different from me and you. So with that being said, you have to really believe that you can do whatever you want to do, no matter how far-fetched it may seem, you can do it. That's the first thing. No matter how hard people might tell you it is, you have to truly believe in your heart that you can do it. You have to be delusional, no matter what people might tell you, no matter what outside stuff you may hear, no matter what things that may interfere with it, you have to wholeheartedly believe within yourself that you are going to get to wherever you want to get to. And you have to feel like you already have it. You have to feel like you're already there. Because if you don't, then it's gonna always be in the back of your mind. You're gonna always have that self doubt, and yeah, self doubt. That's normal as humans. Like it's definitely normal to have self doubt. I've had self doubt. At the end of the day, I am human. However, I don't let that self doubt succumb me and overtake what is at the bigger picture in my mind. I never let self doubt interfere in my actions or interfere in my visions to the point where now I want to give up or now I want to quit. Quitting was never an option for me. My whole thing since I started trading, probably after like the first 3-4 months, was I'm going to make this work. There will be no other if, ands, or buts. Plan A, this is plan A. There's no plan B, C, D, or E. This is plan A, B, C, and D. Day trading. I'm going to make this work. The only way I wouldn't make this work is if I were to die in the process. Literally, that was what I would tell people when they would ask me. That is how I wholeheartedly believed in it because I put in so much time, so much effort, so many hours. I've spent so much money and I've invested so much into this whole thing to where I would be a goofy for me to just give up at any state, at any facet of, wherever I'm at in the journey. I'm going to make this work. You have to truly believe that whether you're a trader, whether you're just starting out, whether you're trying to start a business, whether you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do, you have to wholeheartedly be delusional and wholeheartedly believe that you are going to get there. And don't let anybody else get in the way. Like, don't let anyone else dictate that because if they can, then that's not really your true passion. That's not what you're really, that's not what you really see for yourself. If somebody else can interfere, if somebody's words or somebody's thoughts, somebody's actions can get in the way of what you truly feel like you want to do, then that's not the case. That's not what you really want to do. You should be so delusional about whatever it is that you're doing that nobody can tell you otherwise. Um, Now this can go. It's a train ride and pass. I don't know how well y'all can hear me, but this can go. This can be subjective. I'll say that because sometimes people will be telling you things out your best interest, but at the end of the day, if you wholeheartedly believe that that is what you're best to do, this is what you're called to do, this is what you're going to do, and you can't let it affect you. And this is your life at the end of the day. You live and die by your decisions. Nobody else does. And nobody else is going to believe in you as much as you do. You have to be your number one fan. You have to be delusional about it. You cannot let anyone else dictate that. Whether that's your friends, family, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, whatever the case may be. And they might have they probably do have your best interests at heart, but at the end of the day, you know what's best for you. And this kind of spills into my number two, which is just having a faith, having some type of, belief in a higher power. For me, I believe in God. I'm a firm believer in God. I'm a follower of Christ. And I truly feel like day trading has brought me closer to that. And everything happens through him and everything happens for a reason. Like in my life, he has blessed me so much and he has done so much for me that I believe that this is what he has called me to do just based off of past events, based off of past experiences that I've had. I feel like this is it. This is what I am supposed to be doing. And he has showed me that throughout a multitude of signs, a whole bunch of different experiences that I went through. And sometimes you do have to fall on your face. Sometimes you do have to fail. Sometimes you do have to try different things to really understand that. And that is what I did. I did try a whole bunch of different things. I have done a lot of stuff in terms of just like entrepreneurship and trying to figure it out, trying to achieve my dreams and achieve what I want to get to. I've sold clothes. I've tried starting online companies. I've tried um, software companies. I've tried clothing. I've tried a whole bunch of stuff, dropshipping. I tried a whole bunch of stuff. I landed well on day trading and I never looked back. So I feel like that is really what God called me to do. And everything that I ever did, I did put my 110% effort into it. I never, you know, half did anything. You have to also put your 110% effort into it. And that'll also kind of go into the third thing. But I'm just talking about number two a little bit more right quick. So with God and having faith, I know everybody isn't as not everyone is as biblical. Not everybody, does believe in God. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own self beliefs. However, for me personally, trading has brought me so much closer to God, and chasing my dreams have brought me so much closer to God that I feel like that is what He has called me to do. They say that, if you do feel lost or whatever the case may be, or if you are neglecting Him in whatever you're trying to do, He is going to continuously make you fail. He's going to continuously make you face to Him, because if you're only facing to Him when times are tough, He's going to continue to make times tough, because He is your Father at the end of the day, and He does love you. He wants to continue to have a relationship with you. And if you only look for Him, if you only look for a relationship to God when things are going bad, He's going to continuously make things go bad. You have to talk to God when things are going good, when things are going bad, when things are going okay. You have to talk to Him every day. You have to really build that relationship with Him, because that is when He starts to bless you and things really come to you. Um, like I truly believe that. Before, I made a lot of money without talking to God. I made a lot of money without having that firm relationship with Him. But every time I did, He took it away. Every single time. And it was never, like, it never felt like it was really mine. It was always in the back of my mind, like, dang, I'm still doing this wrong. I'm not doing this right. Or like, whatever the case may be, I was never fully comfortable with the money that I was making. And yes, I was making good money at the time. I did make a lot of money before I actually started to be consistent. But every time God took it away. And I think that that is a true testament to that. And He was just calling me closer to Him. And now I feel like I have a pretty good relationship with Him. I talk to Him every day, good or bad. I thank Him every day. You have to really count your blessings and really thank Him for the small things. Like, yo, a lot of people don't have full heads of hair. I have a full head of hair. That is something I thank Him for. Like, I thank Him for having a good family, a good foundation, a good upbringing. Like, there's so many things that you can thank God for, no matter how tough times may seem. You can turn to Him. You can always turn to Him, because there is always something that you possess, whether that's a valuable, whether that's something within you, an experience that somebody else across this world would die for, yo. So that's number two, yo. Really getting closer to God and really thanking Him and always counting your blessings. Don't take anything for granted. That is number two. And then number three is taking action. Taking action. You can't just, I can wish and I can hope for something as much as I want, but at the end of the day, if I'm not putting putting my foot forward to that, to get to wherever I'm trying to get to, then I'm gonna stay stagnant the whole time. You can't. Now, you can do a lot with your mind, but at the same time, it also takes effort. You have to put in the effort. You have to be willing to be disciplined and be focused at whatever you're trying to get to, because if not, you're not gonna get there. It all takes action. It starts with the thought, and then you gotta take action behind it, and that's really it. When it comes to taking action with trading, it's just putting in the time and putting in the hours and back testing, forward testing, learning your system, and then learning yourself. It's as simple as that. And we overcomplicate it so much, but that's really it. That's how you manifest, yo. I talk to God, I write stuff down, I write to Him, I manifest, I talk to myself. And I believed everything that I wanted to get to. I already believed that I had it years ago. I worded that properly. I think I did. But yeah, like everything I ever wanted in life, yo, in my mind, I had it way before I actually got there. I was already there in my mind. As a kid, I was already, pretending to be driving this nice car, pretending to be, being just pretending a whole bunch of stuff. It all started in my mind, honestly. And I was always delusional since a kid about where I would end up in life. At the time, I didn't know how I would get there. There was a whole bunch of things in my head as a kid just running wild. But at the end of the day, I always had that self-belief, and I feel like that's God as well. God puts thoughts in your mind for a reason. Gives you these gifts, gives you these tools for a reason. And that is truly why, that is what has brought me close to him as well, just as I reflect on my life and how I've came thus far. To me, that's all God, and I can only attribute that to him. And yeah, like I would really say those are like the top three things I feel like in order to manifest success. That's what you got to do. It starts with your mindset. I feel like having a higher power definitely will help you. Believing in some type of higher power, no matter what that may be, and then taking action. As simple as that. But yeah, this video honestly wasn't planned. I just finished working out though. As y'all can see, I'm just sitting here by the water in my thoughts. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all liked it. I hope y'all can hear me for real. It's a lot going on. It's jet skis riding past, it's trains and helicopters, but it's like 100 degrees. I'm gonna get this video done. If you're new, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. We started out at 0. And we are now at 100 something. Now we had like 105 last time I checked. So I really appreciate that. Each and every one of y'all really means a lot to me. It really feels like a new purpose for me. So I definitely am grateful for that. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all in the next one, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace out.